Hey everyone, welcome to a review of the new Yotta savings account feature called Player Pools that was just recently introduced in January of 2021. First, before we get started, let's talk a little bit about the channel that I have here. This is a brand new channel that I've released. In fact, this is my very first video. Personal finance is a passion of mine, so from either tracking progress over the months and the years, for looking at conservative or extremely aggressive investments. So almost interested in everything personal finance, and I hope you are as well if you're watching this one right here. So first off, before we get into the player pools, let's talk a little bit about what is Yotta. So first off, Yotta is an American savings account. It currently has an annual interest rate of 0.2% as of this month. Now that's not exactly the best rate out there, but it's pretty good and much better than many of the banks that are out there. Yotta is also FDIC insured, so very boring information, but effectively it means if anything happens to the bank, you are insured by the federal government up to $250,000, so you don't have to worry about something happening with your money in case there is a problem with Yotta. It's also completely managed from within their mobile app. So Yotta is not a bank that you can walk into, and even their website is not very robust. Almost everything you have to do with the mobile app if you go through there. And I'll give some links later on if you're interested in learning more. And finally, the main thing about Yotta is you can earn additional funds through a weekly lottery system. And this really is the catch with it right here. It attempts to gamify savings accounts to make it more fun and allow you to have the potential of earning large amounts of money. So how does it work? So for every $25 you have in your balance, you receive one lottery ticket each week. Your deposits are never at risk of loss. So for instance, like what you would see with like a Powerball or a Mega Millions where you have to go buy tickets, those type of lottery tickets are where you have to win to actually even get your money back and then perhaps win more to take a profit. With Yotta, your funds are never at risk. So if you put any money into it, you never have to worry about it. And you get new lottery tickets each week, so you don't have to worry about you actually seeing your account go down. So it's a weekly game that matches 7 numbers. So every night at 9 p.m. Eastern, a new number is drawn through their app. You see it, and then you see how you're doing throughout the entire week. And finally, how are the results of this? So I've been using Yotta now for several months, and it's looking that I'm going to be somewhere between 1.3 to 1.5% return for the entire year. So it's a lot better than that 0.2% annual rate that I spoke about a second ago. You're actually going to be doing much better, and that's an extremely competitive rate that you're going to be getting. Now, results vary by person, and we'll talk about why that is in a second. But this is a pretty good rate that you should be seeing. And my understanding is this is exactly what most people are seeing when they use Yotta. So how do you actually win on this one? So right here is a representation of their winning numbers here. So if you look on here, it starts off at the bottom. If that you have that red circle with the Y, that's their Sunday number that gets drawn. If that's all you matched on your ticket, you get 10 cents. And then it actually then goes up from there. So the yellow circles represent the Monday through Saturday numbers, whereas once again, the red circle represents the Sunday numbers, and it goes up through here. And as you'll kind of see, as you get more and have more matches, it actually starts to becoming some very large numbers. So if you matched all 7 numbers for the week, you'd get 10 million. If you match Monday through Saturday, you'd win a Tesla, I think Model 3. So it's actually some very large prizes. Now, you should not do this game or this savings account if that's what you're thinking is going to happen. It's extremely unlikely you're going to hit those large numbers, but it could happen on there. One other thing to point out, the very large prizes are also shared in case multiple people won it during the same week. So if on the off chance that you somehow got all 7 numbers right and someone else did in the same week, unfortunately, you would have to split the $10 million with them. So while that's not a positive, I guess that's something you would just have to live with. So let's now talk about a problem with what Yotta has been in the past, and maybe problem's a little bit strong, but for small savers, they don't get much out of the game as someone that deposits a lot. So let's first look at an example of someone, person A, that actually is a large saver. So let's say this person has put $100,000 into their Yotta account. They're going to get 4,000 weekly tickets, and I guarantee that they're going to have many winning tickets. That is a lot of tickets, so they're going to see every week extra money being added to their account in winnings. So they're going to have some fun with it. It's going to incentivize them perhaps to save more. So for them, Yotta works extremely well. On the other hand, you have someone like a person B. For this person right here, let's say they deposit $500. So they're only going to have 20 weekly tickets. Nothing wrong with that. However, because their ticket count is so much lower, they're not going to have as many weeks of winning tickets. So they may go weeks at a time without seeing a winning ticket. So they're going to actually maybe become very discouraged about playing Yotta. So they're not going to enjoy it as much as person A would. So what's a way that this could actually improve it? And that's what the player pool feature does right here. So what the pool play feature does, it allows players to combine their tickets together. So you can create a private pool that's just you and your friends. You can also create a public pool and open it up to other people that you don't know whatsoever. And then this allows you to split any winning tickets based on the percent, on your percent of the total tickets. So as an example here, we'll go through an example, but one thing too to remember is that you do not have to put all of your tickets into a pool. You can put a few tickets, you can put all your tickets, you can put one ticket. It's really up to you to decide how much of a breakdown of your overall pool that you want, or of your tickets that you want to place in the pool. So then, is another one here that's great is Yotta manages the payouts. So what'll happen, you'll see, is that if you do a pool of, let's say, a Powerball ticket, someone has to manage all that one and be passing money back and forth. Yotta takes care of all that. So all you have to do is put tickets into a pool, and then Yotta will take care of the rest. But let's kind of do an example here of that person B before. So let's say they had their $500 or 20 tickets, and they decided they wanted to find 9 other similar people, and all of them put 20 tickets in. So at that point there, instead of just having 20 tickets, they have 200 tickets right there. Then that obviously gives them a higher chance of a weekly winning tickets. And then at that point, then any winning tickets they have, because person B put 10% of the tickets into the pool, anything that wins, they receive 10% of that winnings. Now, obviously, they're going to be happy that they're winning every week. It'll incentivize them or encourage them to put more tickets in, or perhaps more deposits in to win more tickets. So it actually is a way to gamify or convince you that you might want to save more money and have a higher chance at that $10 million prize or the Tesla Model 3. So finally, I'm just curious about any feedback here. Does the pool play add more fun to the savings account? Would this be something that you're interested in doing? If you are interested, why don't you mention down below in the comments. I've started a pool with some friends, and if anyone else wants to join, I'm sure we don't have a problem allowing that, because it should help all of us in the long run. And second, I'm just curious, are you a current Yotta customer or thinking about it right here? It's obviously very easy to join in this one. I'll put a link down below of how you can become a Yotta customer and start deposits and start winning. I'll also put a referral code. Completely understand if you're not interested in using my referral code, but if you did, both of us would receive a free 100 tickets for 1 week. So you have nothing to lose with that one, and perhaps something to gain. So anyway, thank you once again for watching the video. And if you have any comments about the video or have any suggestions about what you would like to see in a personal finance channel, I'm all ears, so please let me know what you think.